Hello everybody, Ragtag Sagvy here. Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we got into our new outfit and got the national dex off Professor Rowan. And colleague, Professor Oak. Now it's time to explore the region and see what we can do. Here's an antidote that I didn't realize we could get. Time to head out into the ocean. Let's go in search of this Ramanas park that Professor Oak mentioned. Ooh, is that gonna count getting the boy into the double battle? I can't swim without my floaty, but my Pokemon sure can. What? I was hoping to trigger the double battle, and the kid's like, nope, I'm not looking good enough to start the double battle. Come on. Anyway, we're going to be annihilating the trainers in this route because you may have noticed this little girl's Meryl is like level 39. 29, I mean. The Pokemon trainers here are going to be extremely low level. And why is that? Well, you could technically come down this route the moment you have access to using Surf. So like the moment you get the gym badge, that way you could surf around the region, you could come down this route. As such, all the trainers are low level. And I thought it was best to save this route until we actually need to go to Ramanas when we've actually met Professor Oak. They weren't tough, my Pokemon. Oh, what? So you were looking in my direction to initiate the fight, but apparently not enough for you to join in the fight to turn it into a double battle? I love my inner tube, so I admire jellyfish Pokemon. I Tenton. Do do do. Blast away the shallows. Comes another shallows. So we could just annihilate it with a dazzling gleam. And we've won the battle. I'm drifting away. I wish Professor Rowan would give me a Pokédex, but that old guy looks kinda scary. My mommy said Professor Rowan is really kind-hearted. And speaking about that, I mentioned in the last episode, I do hope they bring back the National Dex in Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. And I stand by that. Because again, a lot of people were angry that Pokemon Sword and Shield cut the cut because of the Pokemon cut in Sword and Shield. Diamond and Pearl, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I can sort of understand why they didn't bring all the Pokemon in, because they wanted to be faithful. And Pokemon Legends, given how that game was structured, I can sort of give that a pass of not having all, like 900 or so Pokemon in it. But for Violet and Scarlet, has no excuse. The human body floats more easily in the sea, so it's easy to swim. Is that actually true? Like before I get on with my with my thing about the national dex. Is that actually true? Is that scientifically true? Does the body... Is it easier to swim in the ocean than it is, like in a pool or something? Is that actually scientifically true? I actually do want to know about this in the comments. Like, would swimming in the sea be easier to swim compared if you would, like, go in, like, your pool or something like that? I figured the pool would probably be safer to learn to swim, especially if it's like your own pool and you're with your family, or if you're going to like a local pool that does swimming lessons. But yeah, does the sea make it easier to swim? The water's too salty. We're gonna start a fight? There we go. Swimming is a full body exercise. You should swim too. Jessica. So anyway. So I think that Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet should have the national dex, because it should not be an excuse at this point. We all know that Game Freak created various lies to try and justify the reason for the national dex not being in Sword and Shield. Now, let's say if there is like even a hint of truth in those lies, and let's say they had to remake the models. Even though I'm pretty sure fans proved the models were not remade, they were the same models used in prior games, with obviously the exception of the new Pokemon. I think it should have the national dex because you've already gone through the effort of making the Pokemon from Sword and Shield's DLC, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and Legends. So you have about most of the Pokemon remade at this point. I think we're only missing about maybe 200 or so Pokemon in Generation 8. That being said, you should be able to reuse all, 700 Pokemon that you made for this generation. Finish off the whatever Pokemon is missing on top of the new Pokemon, and be able to have them all in Pokemon Violet and Pokemon Scarlet. Now, I'm not saying have all the Pokemon in the game, like, you know, be able to find all the Pokemon in the wild and whatnot. That I cannot see being doable, you know, finding all 900, potentially 1,000 Pokemon in Generation 9. But you should be able to transfer what Pokemon are not in the game into Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So that way, you know, people can bring in their most beloved Pokemon and be able to, you know, explore with them in whatever this region's gonna be called. And not to mention, it will be a good thing for the competitive scene too, so that way people have more options in the competitive scene, so it doesn't become as stale as it is currently. Sunk like a stone. Especially if you want to have, let's say if they do something similar to what they did with this generation, where the main competitive format is only going to be in, say, Pokemon Scarlet. Ooh, this is where we can find a splash plate. When the universe was created, its shards became this plate. Let's give Lewis this plate. So yeah, as I was saying, yeah, like, just give us the option to do that, because I'm sure you can do that. Especially if you do the similar format to what you did in this generation. Where it's like, okay, you know, the competitive scene is only going to be in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, you know. There's no competitive scene for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And I'm curious why this guy hasn't fought me yet. I only live to swim. Teach me what's so fun about Pokemon. But anyway, yeah, so if they do what they did, where it's like, you know, there is no competitive scene for, you know, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and Pokemon Legends is a purely focused single-player game. There is no trainer no trainer battles. There is no Wi-Fi battling whatsoever. The only internet connection features that I know of that's in Legends currently is finding people's items and trading. But you cannot battle, you know, other human opponents in Pokemon Legends. So it's like, okay, if Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, if they do the similar route with that, like, okay, this game is going to be where all the competitive battling is going to be, and all the other Pokemon games that come out for the 9th generation, rather be maybe like another Legends game, as I would love to see like maybe a Legends game based in like Kanto or Unova. That would be really great. If we get maybe like Gen 5 remakes or whatever kind of mainline game we get, as long as it's not like a Let's Go title, and they keep the competitive scene in Violet and Scarlet, then at least give us the option to use all the Pokemon, so that way it helps keep the competitive scene alive and fresh. Like, heck, they could do it where, like, okay, let's say the Pokemon is limited in, you know, in Scarlet and Violet. Like, let's say there's like maybe only like I don't know, maybe 700 or so Pokemon in the game for Scarlet and Violet, and like 300 or so Pokemon are missing. They could go the route where it's like, okay, you only start off with the Pokemon that's in those games, but over time, they update it. Like, after a while, put out an update that puts all the missing Pokemon in the game. So that way people can use those missing Pokemon. So that way, you know, say, give it like maybe 3 months time, you know, people can only use the Pokemon that's in Violet and Scarlet. Heck, they could make it, they could tie it into the update for Pokemon Home, where it's like, okay, until the update for Home comes out, which allows you to transfer Pokemon, you know, from Violet and Scarlet into Home, you can only use the Pokemon in Violet and Scarlet, and then once the Home update is out, you can use all the Pokemon. They can easily do that. Okay, get your briefing in order. Okay, you're ready to go? They could very, 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 very easily do that. And because that can be a good workaround than us having to wait, like, okay, we need to wait for potential DLC for Pokemon Violet and Scarlet, as without a shadow of doubt, that game's gonna get DLC. If Sword and Shield got DLC, Violet and Scarlet's gonna get DLC. There is no if or buts about that. I'd be curious to see what kind of DLC it would get, but, you know, they'll obviously do DLC which will add probably more new Pokemon, and also bring back, and also add more existing Pokemon. And then again, we'll probably get like a few other Pokemon games. What they'll be, I don't know. Probably maybe a Legends game, maybe another remake, or maybe another type of mainline game we haven't even seen yet. But for all intents and purposes, the National Dex should be in Pokemon Violet and Pokemon Scarlet. I think the game would benefit greatly by having the National Dex and being able to use all the current existing Pokemon. I felt my momentum fodder, or however that word is. Heck, if they want, listen, I have something important to say to you. Don't drown in your own talent. That's actually very useful life advice. But anyway, what was I saying? If they want, Game Freak should just like maybe either have like create like a Pokemon should like create like a sub studio, like a subsidiary studio, and like have that studio be nothing but creating the Pokemon. Like have companies like Ilka and Game Freak and whatever other companies they get to work on the main Pokemon games do the mainline games. I bought a new bikini. It's this year's newest model. Like, do the Pokemon games. Like, you know, make the Pokemon games. But they should have, like, a subsidiary company that its pure purpose is to make the models for the Pokemon. You know, have, like, a massive company that makes all the up-to-date models so that way, no matter how many Pokemon they add in the future, they can be able to keep up with the flow of Pokemon, so that way they can, you know, have all the Pokemon in the game. I think this would be a brilliant idea for Pokemon to go down that route, and would make it so that way it would be inexcusable to not have all the Pokemon in the game. And so that way, you know, companies like Ilka and Game Freak and whoever else works on the mainline Pokemon can focus on the gameplay aspect. Can focus on the story and gameplay aspect of those games, while the subsidiary company focuses on creating the models and keeping all the models up to date. I didn't even notice he was there. On your marks, get set, go! But keeping all the models up to date, so that way it would be inexcusable to not have all the Pokemon in the game. And I think that would be a brilliant idea for them to do. Ooh. Now, would they ever do that idea? Let alone if anybody from Pokemon would even see this video and go down that idea? I honestly don't know, but I think it would be something they should consider. Because again, if Pokemon Violet and Scarlet comes out, regardless how great those games are, if they don't allow us to use all of Pokemon when the home update for it comes out, there's gonna be war. Ow, 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 my leg cramped up. Because again, you saw the hatred Pokemon fans had when they did the Dex Cup for Gen 8, so hopefully they don't do it again for Gen 9. I forgot to do my stretching exercises. Route 221. We're just gonna dodge you for a bit because I believe there's one or two trainers down on the other path. Do. Yeah, there's a Noryu tentacle. Go down here because I know I saw at least a trainer. I may not look it now, but on a star, I'm always with my Pokemon. So now we're taking on Caitlyn. Okay, let's take on her Pokemon. That Pokemon's down. Fuji grew to level 72. Let's see, she's about to send out Seeking. Let's just give it a nice shadow ball to the face. I lost, but at least I had fun. If it were an underwater Pokemon show, I would have shined. See, what's Koshi's levels? She hasn't leveled up yet. Whoa, does it look like I'm swimming gratefully? Dylan. He's sending out the shallows. Nothing that we can't handle. We'll just give it a nice dazzling gleam. Oh, she's so close to a level up. Gastrodon. Make it pretty. Koshi grew to level 72. I'm finally feeling fatigued. I may look like I'm swimming gracefully, but beneath the surface I'm kicking furiously. Here we get a bottle of protein. So I think we'll end things off here now that we reach Route 221. In the next episode, we'll start exploring Route 21. If you enjoyed this episode, do like the video. Oh, it helps tremendously. I appreciate your guys' support. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode, and also what you thought about my discussion about the National Dex. And share the videos, that way more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. And I will see you all next time. Later.